Hello, learned colleague. This is chapter 3 of Microsoft Word 2013, and these are what we'll be looking at. We'll be looking at save and save as. We'll be looking at to save a document, using save as to make a copy, to change the default save location, auto recovery, exporting documents, to export a document as a PDF file, to export a document in other file types, sharing your document, then what is it to share a document. And as usual, we always have a challenge. Now let's go into it quick. Chapter 3, save and save as. I said Word offers to save a file in two ways, that is, to save, second, save as. These options work in similar ways with a few differences. So there's a difference between save and save as. That's what we're going to look at. When you create or edit a document, you use save command to save your changes. We're going to demonstrate it as well. Go to practical session. You use this command most of the time when you save a file. You only need to choose a file name. You need to do what? The first thing you do is you do a file name, then location at the first time. After that, you can click the save command to save it with the name and location. Now, what is save as? You see, in save, this is for the first time, but you need the file name and the location where you will save your work. Maybe you do your typing the first time, you are going to save it at the first time. Now, what is save as? You use this command to create a copy of what you've saved, of what you've kept originally. When you use save as, you need to choose a different name and or location for the copy version. So when you use save as, is a what? Is a copy version. So that is different. The save is the original. The save as is a copy version of the original. That's what it is. Now, how is it for us to save a document? When you want to save a document, it's important to save your document whenever you start a new project or make changes to an existing one. Saving early and often can prevent your work from being lost. So as you're working, you continue to save, you save. You also need to pay attention close to where you save. You have several ways where you can save your work, but you need to pay attention to where you save it. The document, so that it will be easy to be found later. Locate. How do you do that now? Locate and select save command on the quick access bar, quick access toolbar. We've talked about it in our chapter, I think chapter 2. No, in chapter 1. We've talked about this in chapter 1. So I believe you know what it is to say quick access toolbar. Now you can see this is where it is. We are going to practicalize it. Now, if you are saving the file for the first time, the save as pane will appear in the what? In the back view. You then need to choose, you know what backstage view is. We've treated it also in chapter 1 and in chapter 2. You then need to choose where to save the file and give it a name. To save the document to your computer, select computer, then click browse. Alternatively, you can choose the click drive to save OneDrive to save the file to your OneDrive. This is how it is. We are still going to practicalize it and see it. To save as, dialog box will appear. Select the location where you want to save the document. Enter a file name for the document, then click word save. You can see the description, you click word save. Now, the document will be saved. You can click save command again to save your changes as you modify the document. So let's quickly practicalize that. I want to do a typing. I open up my Microsoft Word 2013. I click on the blank page. I did some typing. Watch up here, it's still showing document 1, and I click save. If you click save, see what will happen. You see, it takes you to the Backstage view. Here you can see save as. You click save and you select computer, or if you have select computer. If you want to save it on your desktop, you select this. This is a folder, this is a folder, folder, and you can browse. Browse means going to other places, including all these ones. Let's try it. Let's click browse. It's asking you where do you want to save your document. You can find access to several other places where you can save your document. It's giving me the default one to be what? Documents. So I would want it there. The file name, let's use test 1. That's what I want to use it as the name, and I click save. It's saved. If you look up here, the name has changed. The name has what? Has changed. And this is what document I have in it. Let's continue. Now, using save as to make a copy. If you want to save a different version, a different version of a document while keeping the original, you can create a copy. For example, if you have a file name sales report, you could save it as sales report 2. So you'll be able to edit the new file and still refer back to the original version. In that case, to do this, you will need to click the save as command at the Backstage view and save it for a file for the first time. You choose where to save it and you give it a file name. To change the default location, maybe where you've changed it before. If you don't want to use this, if you find a convenient, select computer each time you find it. So computer is select by default. You can do that. You need to click the file tab, access the Backstage view, click option. It says you click file, Backstage view, click option. The word option will appear. Select save, click select save, check the box next to computer by default, click OK. The default location will be changed. Now this is what I'm trying to talk about. You want to have a default place where you always save your work. So you click file, you go to option, in the option you have several other places where you can do your saving. You have the save here, you have save, you have display, you have all, but we are still going to talk about all this later. But you click on save once you get to the word option. Now if you look at this place, default file location, you can see the default place is where? Is document. So what that means is anytime you want to save, it will always take you inside your document. But if you don't want it inside your document, you can always browse and select where you want. If it is desktop, if it is in download, you select it and automatically it's there. So if you say OK here, it means all your documents, everything you type will always be saved in your desktop. That's what it means. So if you are okay with that, you click OK, and you have your default file location. That's what I meant by it. Then how about auto recovery? Let's talk about auto recovery. This is what we just did the other time. You change the default location. You can deselect, you can not select this, what we've done the other time. Auto recovery. Let's quickly talk about auto recovery. Word automatically saves your document to a temporary folder while you are working on them. If you forget to save your changes, or if Word crashes, you can restore the file using what? Auto recovery. So it means as I'm working, let's say for example my battery or my UPS is not good and my system goes off, I will still be able to recover my work. But you can allocate time, you can allocate so many things to you. We are going to talk about them as we go on. You open Word 20 times, open this. If auto versions of a file are found, the document recover pane will appear. Click to open an available file. The document will be recovered. You know, this is if you, let's say this system goes off now, excuse me, goes off now, and apply a backup. If the auto recovery version, if it is activated, if it is there, it's going to show the document at a pane by the side like this, by this side like this. Then I can say open, then the file will be recovered. But we are still going to see how we'll do it. Like this is what I'm talking about. That is if it is there. By default, Word auto saves every 30 minutes. If you are editing the document for less than 10 minutes, Word may not be saved in the auto version. What does this mean? It means as you are working, your work is being saved every 30 minutes by default. So we are going to change the default. We'll do that later and make it much more faster and quicker. If you don't use the file you need, you can browse all autosaved files from the back view. Select File tab, click Manage Version, then choose Auto Recovery or Save Document. You're going to see that later. This is it. There are two things we are going to do right away. So let's follow as we do them. Now, the auto recovery. You click your file. You go to Option. In your options, you go to Save. Go to Save. Then in the Save, do you see Auto Recovery? I've selected it to be every 1 minute. But by default, it is 10 minutes. I changed it to be 1 minute. So that every 1 minute, my work is being saved. So that's a good plus. So you need to change it. You need to learn how to do it. And once you are done, you click OK. Now, let's say you have several work that you've opened and light goes off. You want to bring them back up. You go to Manage Version. Manage Version. Once you click on it, you see Recover or Save Document. Browse recent saved file. You click on it. Then you will see all your documents. You can see this is one and this is another one. So I'll click say open, then check if it is the file I want to use and then save it properly. That's how to browse through other files. You click file, you see the managed version, browse on save document, recently or saved, you click on it. It gives you options of those files. You click which one, you can see unsaved. This one too is unsaved. So you open it and check it, and if it is you want to save it, you can save it. Yeah, exporting document. Let's check what we've actually done. Let's check what we've done. We've done save as, we've done save a document using save as to make a copy. We change the default save location. We've done auto recovery. We are doing exporting documents now. Excuse me. Exporting document. Now, by default, what document I save in what? .docx file type. However, there are many times you need to use another file type, such as what? PDF, portable document format, or Word 97 to 23 document. It's easy to export your document from Word in variety of file types, different types. You can even convert to so many things. We learn them now. To export a document as PDF now, as Adobe Acrobat document, commonly known as PDF, can be especially useful if you are sharing the document with somebody who does not have Word. Maybe the person doesn't have Microsoft Word, you want to share your document, but you can view the PDF. You can always convert your work to PDF. A PDF file will make it possible for a recipient to view but not edit the content of your document. The person will not be able to edit your document, but you can view. But I must tell you, it's also possible to edit the content of your document if the person has the knowledge on how to do it. And in our previous videos, you've seen and I demonstrated both in class, in teaching, and in the video that it is possible to edit a PDF file. But that's not what we are doing here. We've done that before. Now, how do you do that? You click File tab, you go to Backstage view, you then go to Export. You create PDF or SPS. You can see how it looks like. We're going to demonstrate it now. Now, this is what I'm saying. This is the word that we have. You type your word. You want to export this as PDF, you go to File tab to take you to the Backstage. Click Export. Now you can see create PDF or SPS. This is it. Now, to save as dialog will appear. Select the location where you want to save the document, enter a file name, then click what? Publish. You select where you want to save it, you give it a file name, and then you click Publish. Going to do that. You click on Create. This is work. File tab, Export, Create PDF SPS. The Save as dialog box appears. I want it on my desktop. This is the name I still want to retain. Then you click Publish. If you check down here, as you can see, it's just so very fast. It has created it on the desktop. Can you see? This is the work. This work now, I can't edit it. I can't correct it. So this is my, if you look up here, this is my PDF file that I've saved. Now, you can see there are other options. By default, when we export all pages in the document, you want to export only the current page. Click option in the Save as dialog box. The option box will appear. Select current page, then click what? OK. Through this means, by default, it will select all. But if you only want one page for you to PDF, you can always select it through this means. Then when you are done, you click OK. Does this show us? This is what I mean. Clicking your export, clicking your create. You've shown where you want to save it in your desktop. File name. Before you click this, you click option. That is if you want to export only the current page or page ranges, maybe 1 to 5 or 1, 3, 10. 1 to 3. You select it like that. Once you are done, you click OK. And only those pages that you selected in your options will be sent forth as PDF. Now, if you need to edit PDF file, the word allows you to convert a PDF file into an editable document. Remember, I told us earlier, read our guide on this for more information. Well, I have a guide on this, but I've shown us how to do it in our chapter 2. You may also find it useful to export to save your work as this. If you need to share with people using older version, that is lower version, maybe you are using 2007, 2010 and lower versions, you can save as all this. Then you do this process: file, Backstage view, export, select file tab. Let's see how it looks like. You change the file type. Instead of creating all this is different from this. Change the file type so that people of lower version quality can save the work. You can see different types of file types. Then you click save as, the dialog will appear. Select the location, give it a file name and say save. Okay, you always be seeing save as button. You can also use save as to drop and save as box to save document in other different types of file. You can see. So now let's go to sharing now. Well, 2013 make it possible, easy to share and collaborate on documents using the OneDrive. In the past, if you want to share a file with someone, you could send it as a small email attachment. While convenient, this system also creates multiple versions of same file, which can be difficult to organize. When you share a document from 2013, you are actually giving others access to the exact same file. It is the file you are working with, the other people too will have access to it. This lets you and people you share with edit the same Word document without having to keep track of different versions. Maybe document A you are sending is 10 pages. You also do another adjustment to it, becomes 12 pages. You send it again. You also do another attachment to this. You send it, makes 15 pages. You send again. You know already you have 3 different types of same document. You have one of 1 to 10. You have another one of 1 to 12. You now have another one 1 to 15. So it will be getting bigger. So, but with this share, the person will have access to that single document that you are working with. The person can also edit as you also edit. In order to share a document, it must first be saved to OneDrive. To share a document, you click File tab, Backstage view, then you click Share. The share pane will appear. Click the button interactive below to learn more about the different way to do it, to share. You can see this is how this is. Go to plane, share, then it will appear. Let me do it as being taught now. File, go to share. See, it has appeared. Now the next thing is, why you are not seeing this particular one is actually because I'm not yet registered with OneDrive. well, let me just talk about all this. You can invite people. The person you invite, as I say, well, first thing you, oh, sorry. First thing you need to do is you need to register with the OneDrive. So I will ask you all as an assignment I'm giving to everybody. Make sure you register with the OneDrive. You see how to do that anyway. And you can send that work. Remember the email of a thing you can send. Then you can also use it to present. Use it to do an online presentation. So as I'm here in the class, I can do a presentation to another class in Abuja. You can even post it to a blog and see how wonderful what 2013 is. So let's continue. From here you can invite, send it to the person. You can see here the person can edit. So as you are doing your own editing, the other person is doing his own editing. And once you click share, it will give access to both of you to work on the same document. So you can see how wonderful and powerful what 2013 is. Now challenge. I want you, but before then, let's quickly check what we've done. We've done exporting document. We've done to export the document as PDF, as other files, to share a document, and we are at this challenge now. So let's quickly check out our challenge, see what we'll make out of it. The challenge is you have to create a blank document. You should use save command to save the document to your desktop, save the document to OneDrive, and then invite someone else to view it. So this is an assignment for everybody. You need to go and open a OneDrive account. You need it. Then you have to invite me. You will invite me so that I can see what you've done. Then the last one is you export the whole document as a PDF file, and when you export it, you will send it to my mail. You will send it to my mail. You all have my mail. Send it to my mail. The mail is in our group WhatsApp chat page. So class, thank you very much for listening.